So, in case you've been living in a cave for this entire year and you've just emerged because you're ready to celebrate the holidays, then you probably know already, unless you're the cave person, that all of Donald Trump's poll numbers are horrific. He is underwater with every single demographic in this country, every age group, every race, every gender, all of them, he has a negative approval rating. On the issue of the economy, his numbers are going down with each new poll that comes out, to a point where only 69% of Republicans even approve of his handling of the economy, which is still way too high, but also far lower than we have seen in any other Republican president in my lifetime. So, over 40 years, we've never seen a Republican president get such poor numbers on the economy from their own party. Furthermore, more and more MAGA voters are starting to realize that Trump is making their lives worse. And overall, everybody seems to hate everything Trump is doing. Poll after poll after poll shows it. I had 5 different polls just from the last week that I had been saving up, and I was going to talk about them, but I don't need to go over the numbers with you. You know the numbers. They're bad, and they're getting worse. He has hit rock bottom, and then every time he hits rock bottom, he somehow keeps going lower. And then last week, something magical happened. Typically, when Donald Trump gets these really horrible poll numbers, he comes out, he attacks the pollsters, even if it's a conservative pollster. He's like, these are fake numbers. I have the highest numbers in the world. Everybody loves me. I'm so great. He didn't do that. Instead, he decided to direct his anger at the people who don't like him, i.e., everybody. Trump got on Truth Social and basically said that we're all just too stupid to know how awesome he is. Here's what he said. I inherited a mess from the Biden administration, the worst inflation in history. Okay. All right, so we're just going to start off with a bunch of lies. It was not the worst inflation in history. Inflation was going down. And the highest prices our country has ever seen. Also not true. In other words, affordability just 13 months ago was a disaster for the American people. But now it's totally different. Prices are coming down fast. Energy, oil, and gasoline are hitting 5-year lows. And the stock market today just hit an all-time high. Tariffs are bringing in hundreds of billions of dollars, and we are respected as a nation again. When will I get credit for having created, with no inflation, perhaps the greatest economy in the history of our country? When will people understand what's happening? When will polls reflect the greatness of America at this point in time and how bad it was just 1 year ago? When will people understand what's happening? We do understand. And that's why, overwhelmingly, the American public, even those who voted for you, reject everything that's happening and were pissed off about it. Nothing that Donald Trump said in that post was true. Every single word of it was a lie. Energy prices are actually going back up. Inflation does exist, and it's getting worse month over month. It's been going up every single month since April. These are documented numbers and facts. You don't get to have an opinion on those numbers because you don't get to have an opinion on a statistic. It's there, it's real. It's nonpartisan. It's not leaning left or leaning right. It's a friggin' number, okay? And Trump is out here telling these voters, 1, you're friggin' stupid because you don't know how great I am, and 2, all the bad things you experience on a daily basis. You can see them, you can feel them, you watch it at your bank account. You feel this pain. No, you don't. That's his message to voters. No, you're wrong. You're falling for a Democratic hoax. It's this hoax that is taking your money. It's Biden's fault. This man is going to go down as the worst president in the history of the United States. And he should. That's an opinion, but I believe that's what should happen here. Because not only have we never seen denial to the level that we see it within this administration, but the calamity, the economic collapse of this country is faster than we've ever seen an economic collapse ever, but also to a greater degree. And, most importantly, literally all caused by one man. Okay? Now, I don't want to excuse Republicans in the House and Senate because they did vote down legislation that would have prevented Trump from putting the tariffs in place, which is responsible for 90% of the pain we're feeling. However, Trump unilaterally did all these things, one and only by himself. So all of the pain that hundreds of millions of Americans are experiencing on a daily basis, all of that pain from one guy. One guy. Now, one guy is without a doubt the worst president in the history of the United States. Thanks for watching, and if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, and do not forget to like and comment and share widely among your friends.